into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Watson now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Richmond!
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the red zone now, Watson. Now he's going the other way, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The final shot before the break. Watson on the move to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Good footwork at the 30. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 48 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
95.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. They'll leave this for Ware. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 50.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal.
Far left.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Prater for the extra point. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Able to slither by. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Come back.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile.
Come back, come back. Hey, black 22. Black 22. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. And even 60 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Tempo, tempo.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Wilson, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Titans! Spencer Ware, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Richmond. Black 99 Philly. Hey, blue 80. Blue 80. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it. But they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the run, it's Ware. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wilson dumps that off to Ware. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Titans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.